We're here in Canmore, conclusion of the Cross Country National Championships, talking with Peter Disera from Norco Factory Racing, who has just become the elite men's champion, even though technically you're still an under 23. So first of all, Pete, tell us about your decision to race up a category.
Yeah, so the decision stemmed from UCI points mainly. If I got top 5 in the elite category, I would earn more UCI points than winning the under 23 category. So we decided as a team that I could mix it up with the elites, and I could get one of those top 5 spots, and just UCI point wise and for the World Cups and for World Championships it would be good. So decided to do that, and then just rolled with it from there.
Yeah, I mean, we could see from the start on that start climb. I mean, you were already attacking, and Leandre went with you, but then yeah, and tell us how the race developed, because Leandre sort of dropped back and Raf came up.
Yeah, so my coach Keith Wilson and I talked a little bit before that I was kind of the wild card going into the elite category, because none of the guys have really raced me when we're not training through blocks with the Canada Cups and whatnot. So I was like, well, I'll just take the bull by the horns and just give her from the go. So yeah, took control on that start loop. I was super surprised. I felt really good. Dre went with me, McNeely went with me, Lesby was around. And then coming into, I think it was a second lap, Raf appeared out of nowhere and just took control, and I was like, oh, okay, like it's go time now. And then it was McNeely was with us for a lap or two, just sort of dangling off the back of our group of 3 with Dre, Raf, and myself. And then leading into the latter half of the race, I kept throwing down attacks, so especially on the steep climbs, and eventually Dre just kind of just fell off the back, and then it was just Raf and I continued to dictate from that point. I was feeling good. I felt comfortable. I didn't want the pace necessarily dictated to me, so stayed out front. Tactically might not have been the best move with all the drafting and whatnot, but I felt good and I liked being in control. And then leading into the finish, I knew Raf was going to attack. I didn't have the bullets to hold him off, so I was like, I'll follow him when he goes. He went, I followed, ended up getting back around him before the descent, and then he had a little mishap on the descent, unfortunately, crashing. But yeah, I was ready for that sprint. I was ready to give it everything. I'd already given it everything to stay out front all day, so I wasn't gonna let a little sprint deter me. So I was really excited with that.
Yeah, so I mean, you've had this season. You've had a World Cup podium. I mean, you've had 4 top 10 World Cup finishes. So I mean, how does this sort of fit in? Because we were thinking back. I mean, Max Plaxton tried a couple of times as a U23 to race up and never could manage to beat Jeff. He beat him when he became an elite, but we couldn't really think of a time when a U23 had actually won the elite title.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. This year is shaping up to be a good one. I definitely had high aspirations with it being my last year under 23 for the World Cup circuit, especially to like, okay, Peter, it's time to turn and burn. And the last 2 years of under 23 have been moderately disappointing, like top 20s, but not where I want to be fighting. And yeah, this year's kind of shaping up to be one of those sort of 2013 years when I was back in my junior days and just kind of out front doing my thing. So I'm definitely motivated now. I'm definitely a little bit pumped up and confident now going into Worlds in St. Anne. Like ready to shake it up with the best under 23s for sure.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.